It's time. It's time. What's going on? Motivational Tuesdays. Let's go.
Motivational Tuesdays. It's about time you showed up for one of these podcasts. I don't know where you been, man.
I've been hiding. I've been
Where
hiding.
you been?
I
What
didn't
happened?
want to talk to the people. I didn't. I wasn't ready. Wasn't ready.
Too busy, You're over there traveling the country, so I don't know what you're doing. I don't know you're doing something where you're just too
Uh,
busy. Too
nine
busy.
times out of ten, wherever I am, you are. So if I'm out of the country, you are too. You are as well.
Absolutely. So what's been going on in your life, man?
Man, not much anything. Life has been good. Getting ready for springtime. Been
Okay.
trimming up the trees, and yesterday I trimmed the shrubs, and yeah. So I actually did a little bit of manual labor. Decided
Gotcha.
I would do that, and then I think I'm going to plant some flowers sometime later on this week. So
Gotcha. I
yeah,
did this. I did the same thing a few weeks ago, and I think you're like me. I'm particular way about the way my yard. I want my yard to look, and I
right.
just feel like I can do it better, or at least pick out the layout a little bit better than some of these landscaping companies. And I enjoy having a little bit of hands on.
Exactly. And it's a workout
Especially
too. You know,
workout reliever, as a workout, a stress reliever, takes your mind off of all the, normal life stuff.
exactly, which is good. We need that. I mean, especially during these crazy times, we need something to take our mind off of what we see on media and TV and all of that kind of good stuff. So
Yeah, we definitely do. You need a break from that. You definitely can't sit back and watch TV and news all day because you will be depressed as hell.
yes, you will.
It's
Yes, you will.
not,
A lot of
not,
crazy stuff going on.
yeah, not
It,
entertaining at all.
well, it's entertaining to a certain extent. Is because every day it's something different, but it's not the type of entertainment you want to watch or hear about for
Not
sure.
at all. Not at
Yeah.
all. Not at all.
Well, what's going on,
So,
everybody out there? It's the Carter Brothers. We are doing our weekly podcast that is probably turned into monthly at this point. But if you are online with us, so we want you just to drop in and say hello, say hi, let us know how you're doing, and what you've been up to. Yeah.
Absolutely. That would be great. That would be great. So, I understand you were traveling this weekend. Tell me about your trip out of town this weekend.
Yeah. Went to Indianapolis, Indiana. And then from there I drove to Lafayette, Indiana, which is where Purdue University is located. And
Gotcha. So I thought you were gonna say Lafayette, Louisiana. But you said
no, no, no,
Indiana.
no.
Okay.
Yeah. For those who don't know, we are Stephen and I are both members of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated,
Absolutely.
which was founded at Indiana University in Bloomington, Indiana, in 1911. We can go ahead and spill the whole history there, but you're not here for that. And one of our good friends, Mr. Derek Perkins, his son, just went over. He just went through the process to become a Noop, a Kappa, and so we went down there to watch his presentation. I think they called it a presentation now. It used to be a probate and
Absolutely.
all kinds of other different names, but now it's a presentation, and it was pretty entertaining.
It was
Yeah,
11 gentlemen on the line. Made into brought into the bond to be a part of his organization for the rest of their lives. Pretty awesome stuff. Pretty
yeah,
awesome to be legacy as well, right? To have that
exactly.
do so.
And
Shout out,
speaking of that, I
yeah,
see Ann said hello. She's watching right now. She was
nice.
actually down there with us, part of the big crew. I think it was like 10, 11 of us that went down. So
Yeah, I mean, Ann has been so cool. So I mean, family been so close to DJ and his family for a long time. I met Ann through DJ when we used to roommate together, and so it's just cool that we've been friends all of these years and still support family, still go out to celebrate the wins. That's what life is all about,
yeah, I remember I was talking to Ann, and she's like, "We literally grew up together. It's been like 27 years since, well, since you guys first met.
man.
Of course, I met DJ and through you. But yeah, and Dr. Beckford is in the house.
Dr. Beckford.
Yes, yes,
Man, Dr. B, she's doing big things, bro.
she's
I
doing
mean,
big things.
just big things. Just living her life. Podcasts all over LinkedIn.
Exactly.
Just major, just
And
major.
she came down not too long ago and came and talked to my staff, and we've been sharing all of the great news. So if you guys are looking for someone to help you with your nutrition, your diet, your weight loss journey, Dr. Beckford is who you want to talk to. She's got the magic sauce. So definitely
Absolutely,
talk to her about that. And
Dr.
Gary's
Beckford's
in here too.
husband. Oh, sorry, I just shouted out real quick to Dr. Beckford's husband,
Yeah,
Eldon.
Eldon,
Miss
Eldon.
Eldon, who is a very good friend of ours, a member of the 100 here in the Houston area, and is an accomplished fundraiser and works in development for KIP, Texas. So shout out to Eldon.
Yeah, so if you need anybody to raise a quick million for you, talk to Eldon. He's your guy. He is the ultimate fundraiser. He just makes it rain. So
Absolutely,
and Gary's in the house, and Nikki Watkins. She says
absolutely,
use her. Let me see, what did she say? Hello, twins.
yeah.
Yep, to the family, and then she says excuse her typos.
Oh,
So
Nikki. Nikki's one that's been friend. We've been friends for a long time too.
exactly,
It's funny.
family,
We just go back. We just go way back.
family. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So So, Stephen, I know we were trying to figure out what we wanted to talk about today, and we were really contemplating, had all these great ideas, and
Right.
I think we just decided, you know what, we're just gonna bring it to the people, bring it to everyone, our viewers, and all that kind of good stuff, and help us with some topics. Let us know what you want us to talk about. If we don't talk about it today, we'll put it on the schedule to talk about. The next following weeks. And but yeah, shout out to us. Let us know what you're thinking.
Absolutely. Well, so I got one thing that's hot and trending right now is the Final Four. Final Four weekend is coming up, and
Yes,
awesome that it's in San Antonio. So
go Cougs.
for those, yeah, for those podcast members that are in the Houston or even in the Texas area, it's driving distance for us. So if y'all want to make a weekend of it and go up to San
Right.
Antonio to support the U of H Cougars, that would be great. I'm torn though, Sterl. I'm torn because I'm a UH grad, at least from a grad school perspective. Of course, we always rep Langston University for undergrad, but I went to U of H for my MBA. But my daughter right now is at Duke. So Duke and U of H are playing this weekend, and it's going to be a pretty amazing game. And I don't know who to pick. I'm kind of either way. I feel like I'll win, but it's going to be exciting.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be exciting. And like you said, it's right in our backyard. So we may have to make a road trip. And I know you and Daphne may make a road trip. So that would be good.
Yeah, we've been talking about it. It'll probably be a last minute decision. Cyril, I've always been last minute. I don't know. It's just that's me.
Yes, you have.
That's not, I am not a planner. So we're talking. So Cyril and I talk about we have our little speeches and talk to people.
Right.
And we talk about the differences between Sterling and I, and it's a good thing that Sterling is a planner because I'm not a planner. I am, which is kind of crazy because I do plan some things, but I guess I don't know. Sterling is definitely the organized, plan written out, follow the plan kind of person. I kind of go by the gut, whatever the
Uh,
feel is for that day. That,
yeah.
that that may or may not work out well for me, Sterl. That's who I am.
Hey, look, if it's worked this long, you might as well just keep doing it at this point. It's working. Something's
Absolutely,
working.
absolutely.
So Miss Dana's in the house. She's asking if we remember her. She graduated from Langston, attended Langston University in 1992, and we were there.
Absolutely.
Graduates in 1993 at Langston. And I would have to look at your picture a little bit closer, Dana, but you look familiar. Steve, you remember Dana?
I remember the name, and
Yeah.
and your face does look familiar. So yeah, we have to go back and take a look, but definitely appreciate that L you love.
Yeah, she said there were sharp dresses. Of course, it's not me. I'm just in scrubs. It's Mr. Carter over there. He is the styling and profiling fashion statement.
But
Always.
that's only Dr. Carter. That's only because I can't put Dr. Carter on my shoulder. So I mean, that's the ultimate flex right there. You got the scrubs on with your name above your company. Come on, bro. It don't CEO and founder on the back. Come on, bro. It don't get any better than that, man. That's the ultimate flex. I got to try. I got to try.
Oh man, that's funny. Okay, so Mr. Cortez, our dear cousin, is in the house. So guys, if you are interested, just real quick shout out to Cortez and his wife, Brecca. They are working on a not-for-profit that is teaching young people how to fly, how to become pilots.
Absolutely.
And it's going to be pretty amazing. It's going to be in Chicago, Houston, and what's the other? Atlanta? I think Chicago, Atlanta, and Houston. So look out for that. It's not here yet, but it's coming soon. It's coming soon. So.
Yeah, shout out to Cuz. He's always been a trendsetter, a renaissance man. I tell you, Cortez, y'all, I mean, you have these very few friends or family members that just set the trend, set the bar.
Exactly.
And this guy, I think we talked about it before, photographer, he's a artist, he is a pilot. He's a real estate guy. I mean, he's an entrepreneur. It just goes on and on and on. Baker guy, just
archery or archerist. I don't know what you would have called
it. Exactly.
I remember going out and showing Gary how to shoot an arrow, and he's been hooked ever since. Yeah,
absolutely, man, absolutely.
And he's super cool. He's got a BMW motorcycle. He's just that dude. Oh, and he's a chef. So yeah, we could talk.
I don't know how we could forget about the chef part.
Yeah,
man, I got to prop up Cuz is that man. He's that
guy. He's that guy. Okay, so data. Oh, I remember Christopher Hines for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, okay, Nikki, sharp dresses and always kind from what I remember. Well, I'm glad you remember that we were kind back then. No, I'm kidding. No, we still are. We're still really, really kind.
Sometimes. No, I'm just playing.
Portia is in the house, Miss Willow Ridge from the Ridge, Willow Ridge High School. So
absolutely, another great school that put out nothing but excellence during our time. So a lot of very, very successful people came out of Willow Ridge during our season, if you will.
So question for you, Stephen, what happens if, I know we're going to be talking about this in the future, but I'll just throw it out there and just see what your thoughts are.
Right.
We'll do research and then we'll have more about it. But what if, there was a message going around that Social Security could end today. Literally, we may not have Social Security after April 1st. And it could be April Fool's Day. I don't know. Right. But what would you do, Stephen, if Social Security was not an option for you when you retired?
It's a serious question. It could be really devastating to a lot of people. There are so many of our mature adults, of our grandparents that are right now just confused, concerned. They don't know if their Social Security checks are going to continue. I mean, as is, guys, we know that you can't live. It's almost impossible to even live off of just Social Security, man. It's so many of our elders that are living in basically a poverty type of situation, just trying to make it off of Social Security in the first place. And to think that it may be getting stripped altogether is so crazy to me that I don't even want to consider it. But it is a wake-up call. So for all of us, and I know we're going to spend some time about this, talking about this, but it's a wake-up call for all of us because we all need to be thinking about retirement. And for the younger listeners that are tuning in, I know Sterling and I are probably a little older than some of our younger listeners, but you guys need to be. You can't wait until you get into your 40s to start thinking about retirement. This is something that you should be thinking about early on. And right now we're looking at 401k stocks are down the tubes right now. Retirement that's the Social Security piece is questionable. What do you do? What's your backup plan, man? It just goes to show you that you can't depend on anyone but yourself, and you got to have a backup plan. What do you think, Sterling?
Gotta have a side hustle. You gotta have a business, start doing something, selling something. We're all experts in our craft, and we're all here for a purpose. Find your purpose and just start doing that, because we can't. All this stuff is actually probably good that's going on, because what we're learning is that you cannot rely on the government or anyone else to take care of you. You have to take care of yourself. So I agree with you, Steve. Real estate is always a great investment.
Right.
The stocks are down right now, and for those who know stocks, when the stocks prices are down, it's when you want to buy, because eventually they always go up. And
Exactly.
Real estate typically always appreciates over time. So don't invest in a vehicle because it depreciates, and invest in those things that really can bring value. And your intellectual property is value. So if you can sell yourself, sell a course, or create a product, that's a win-win.
Absolutely. And one of the things we have to also think about is that people are living longer than ever before. We're healthier than we have been. So the retirement age at 67 or whatever, the reality is that a lot of people are working up until 67 and even further on. So just make sure that you are, one thing is for sure, that you can't spend every dollar that you earn. You got to put away something for a rainy day. And just make sure that you are marketable even at an older age. Like, make sure you bring value to the table so you can always bring in some type of income, and be valuable to an employer or to yourself, or whatever the case may be.
And on that point, Stephen, and this may come a little bit opposite of what you're saying, but one of a good friends of ours, Jeff Weber, shoot a shout out to Jeffrey Weber, but he always says, he's like, you know what, we don't have very many good summers left. As we get older in life, when you think about the summers are the times when you take vacations, have a good time. And as we get older, it's harder for us to, get around, travel like you want to, all that kind of good stuff. Don't wait until you turn 67 for this retirement and Social Security check to start coming in and start enjoying your life.
Right.
Enjoy your life now. Don't spend all your money. We're not saying that, but we see it all the time, especially in healthcare. People will spend their entire time, entire work 30 or 40 years. They retire, and then 3 years, 5 years later, they passed away. So we don't want you to be that person either. So live your life like tomorrow's not guaranteed. Don't spend all your money, but definitely try to enjoy life.
Absolutely. And we have to, and then from a financial freedom standpoint, ensuring that we're setting up our kids and our the next generation, so that even when we do pass away, I mean, there's a train of thought that says, hey, just spend everything you have. You only have a few years left. Don't worry about it. Enjoy your life. And what you're saying is not the same thing, Sterling. I agree with what you're saying, but I also feel like, make sure you're setting aside something to take care of the, that generational wealth piece that we always talk about, that we're saving something to set up the next generation so that they are able to do things and live, be able to have choices. Basically, that's what we're trying to do, is identify, provide a source of income so that people have choices to do the things that they really want to do, and not be pigeonholed into one option.
Awesome. We got a couple of shout outs here, Steven.
Yeah.
I want to put out here. My acid reflux is messing with me today. Sydney Sessom. So Sid was our band director at Langston University.
Absolutely. KK side, Sigma brother.
Coolest brother you want to meet. Just a bit, and he's a pastor now, a minister, avid into outdoor sports, loves to cook. I mean, he's another one of those Renaissance man that is multi-talented. So great to have you on, Sid.
Yeah. Him being a pastor has me. That brought up one other thing I'm gonna mention after we go through this thing. I just want to talk about this Marvin Sapp thing. But go ahead and get into it.
And Mr. Parnell Williams, we were talking about Kappa Alpha Psi, and Parnell is that guy. He is part of Alpha Pi, which is our chapter at Langston University, and he actually was one of the brothers that made us and made sure, and one of the brothers that we looked up to,
Absolutely.
and one of the reasons why we wanted to be a Kappa. So shout out to
Man, look, P Dub, that dude, that's the coolest
he
brother.
was
On
that dude.
can we,
He's still
how,
there.
how can we be like him? Oh, he's a noob. Oh, okay.
Yeah. And he's still, I mean, he's still all about achievement, doing his thing. Him and his wife are doing great things. And I think, Parnell, you have to correct me, but I think his daughter or his son lives in Houston. I think they're in school down here because we were supposed to connect at some point.
We'll definitely have to connect.
Yeah, so Pete up, holler at us. And then what's up, Young Noob? Our another Alpha Pi brother is on here, Mr. Jallo, and he's doing amazing things as well. I'm watching you, Young Noob. I see what you're doing, so keep doing what you're doing. Love it. So, any on your side, Steven?
You know what? I haven't been paying attention. I was letting you do all that. Go ahead, keep going.
I think that's all I have on my side, but a lot of times the LinkedIn's come in on your side. But what else you got? You got any other questions?
Well, I was just going to talk about, so we, speaking of, I know we've been talking about the Noops a lot, but Marvin Sapp is a man of Kappa Alpha Psi as well. But I bring him up only because
we have to go there, don't we?
Yeah, we do. I only bring it up because of Pastor Sidney Sessom. Since he's on here, I wanted to get Sidney's buy-in. So the controversy, the viral video that's out right now about Marvin Sapp is that he was at, so one of the things to clear up, he was not in his church. He was at a church conference. In the church conference, they are doing many different events, is my understanding, at this, it sounds like maybe it had been a convention center or something like that, and people move around from event to event. And they were fundraising. I don't know what you call it. We're taking up an offering, and he was trying to raise $40,000, and he was asking for everyone in the congregation, everyone present, to give at least $20. And the controversy was that he told the ushers to lock the door or close the doors. Don't let anyone out till he got this money. Okay, I added that part. He didn't say it till he got this money.
Basically, he said, "We're gonna take up this offering and we're gonna close and lock these doors until
y'all don't give me this money and nobody's getting out of here." Now, I actually watched the video, Sterling, and I don't think it was like, if you didn't watch the video, it was hard to have context. When you watch the video, it did not seem that bad. He wasn't, very, very forceful about it. He was very nice, and he was basically, just saying, "Hey, don't leave yet. We're trying to," because you know how it goes. Everybody is there for the sermon, but when it's time to take up the tithes and offerings, everybody starts hitting the door.
Right.
So I understand what was happening, but it was one of those viral moments. It's not a good look for Brother Sapp. It's just not a good look right now.
But the thing is, and that's the crazy thing about media, social media, all that kind of good stuff, because you get these little sound bites, and then everyone just makes a decision based on that, and it could be something completely different. It's unfortunate because if you get caught up in it, there's nothing you can do but you just have to ride the wave, because
absolutely
it's just one of those things. So regardless if he meant to or not, he is known, or he's seen as kidnapping in the congregation, trying to force
kidnapping the congregation. I like that. It's kind of got a little ring to it. Kidnapping the congregation.
But
fun stuff, man. Funny stuff. But no judgment on myself. Like you said, people grab a little sound bite and run with it. I really don't think his intent was that, but it's unfortunate.
Well, Nikki says church is still a business, which it is. It's a very, very 100%. Big business. 100%. And it costs to run that business, and so I guess they said we need some more tithes and offerings in here to make it work. That's too funny. Anything else, Steven, before we close out? I know we wanted to just jump on and catch up with everyone. It was fun.
Absolutely. We've got a little bit more formal lineup for the next couple of podcasts, but we just wanted to jump on and chat a little bit.
Yes. Oh, and one other thing too, guys, make sure if you like this podcast, share it and like it and all that kind of good stuff. Facebook just changed their rules and algorithms that these podcasts are deleted after 30 days, all the Facebook Live. So if you like it and you're going to download it, do that before they delete it in 30 days.
Excellent.
So, okay.
All right, man. You guys have a good one.
Okay. Take care.